What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another WDW Couple. It's been a week. It's been a while since we recorded.
Welcome back to another episode of The Weekly Breakdown.
My name is Josh.
And my name is Taylor.
And we're the WDW Couple. And this is the Weekly Breakdown. Wow, it has been very busy for us. Mm-hmm. We have been, we took last week off.
We didn't even mean to.
We really didn't, but I mean, like, we just literally didn't have time either, though.
No, like, we literally were doing something every single day. If we weren't in the parks, we were at work, and it was insane.
It was rough.
I mean, it was good.
But it was fun.
But it was crazy.
Yeah, I got to go to one last Halloween Horror Nights. I didn't video, but I took some cool photos, which was cool.
Yeah, and then we went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on Halloween.
Yeah, we did. Which
was really fun. It was busy, but we had a really good time.
It was busy. Yes, it was. Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're going to break right into the regular...
Scheduled program.
Wow. Schedules. The schedules.
Let me give you some context here. If you are watching the video, you probably can't tell at this point anyway, but we just left Magic Kingdom in a torrential downpour. And I was hoping Josh was going to let me take the tram back and maybe I wouldn't get as soaked. Nope, he's like, let's walk back to the car.
I don't really know that taking the tram would have saved us anything.
We got soaked. Like, so soaked that when we got home and I had to change out of my clothes, I had to use a towel to dry my body off.
If you guys don't know, if you haven't been to Magic Kingdom in a while, they do not... They don't have the tram going all the way up to the security area. So yeah. It's kind of where if we had parked all the way at the back of the lot, I would have been like, yeah, let's go ahead and take the tram. But we didn't. We kind of did. We were kind of like in the middle area, and it just made more sense to walk right through the center, and just make our way back. And
I did see some frogs, though. That was cool.
Well, it's like she'd never seen one before. Anyways, back to this regular schedules program. I can't even say schedule. Is it schedules? Back to our regular scheduled. Back to our scheduled. Scheduled? Moving on to this week's sponsors, which is the same as every week.
And we're not really moving on. We're moving
forward.
Finally into.
Each and every week, this podcast is brought to you by Gold Gal Getaways. No matter the vacation that you're planning to any destination around the world, Taylor has totally eliminated... Oh, wait, here it is. It's broken up into two spaces.
It's there.
It's broken up into two spaces.
No matter the trip.
I got it. The Weekly Breakdown is brought to you by Gold Gal Getaways. No matter the trip, whether you have small kids, big kids, or no kids at all, we have agents who can help you plan your next vacation to Florida or any other destination around the world. You can submit a quote in the show notes, and an agent will get back to you with a quote or more information.
It's so funny that Josh has to read that because we've done this 15 times now.
It's kind of late.
And I remember it. I don't even have to look at it. I know what it says.
It's kind of late.
But yeah, definitely head over to Go Getaways if you are looking into booking your next vacation. And like Josh said, link is in the show notes. We have some pretty awesome travel agents, and we're going to be celebrating all together here very soon. We're having our first convention.
Yeah, little Gold Con is what we're calling it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it will be. This podcast is also brought to you by JTR Media. That is, if you guys don't know, a new little company that we have started. I think I said this last time, but it is official.
Oh, it's official.
It's like official. I have like a business license and everything, which is kind of crazy. But
ooh, I can hear thunder outside.
I can hear it too. What is JTR Media? Maybe you don't know. I don't know. What is it? Well, I'll tell you. JTR Media is this little thing that we have put together, which has mostly been myself, but Taylor has helped on occasion. And that is, we capture video for you and your family, or like, I don't know, if maybe it's you have your first kid and it's their first time to the parks and you want like a little like video keepsake to remember that by. That's what we do. We have also been doing some weddings. It is pretty cool to be able to say that we are doing a Disney fairy tale wedding in May. That is all set up. We have some other potential ones in the works. We'll see,
They
see what
just
happens out
submitted
there.
quotes,
You know,
so.
so it's pretty exciting. It's very cool. It's a different little thing. But hey, if you're
We've done
interested,
some proposals too. We
Yeah.
got another one coming up.
we have. But hey, if you're interested, submit a quote, and we will get back to you and hopefully capture something quite magical just for you.
And you can even go to jtrmedia.org.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We actually
got
have
a
The
website.
website's up and running. I'm having some issues with Squarespace, but hey, you know it's up. It's going.
We got it. And we are also going on our first Royal Caribbean group cruise. We are so excited. We are like closing in. We are getting close to 75 days is going to be the next mark here pretty soon. We're under 100 days, so we're really excited. But we're going on the Harmony of the Seas, January 26th, 2020 to February 2nd. It's an Eastern Caribbean cruise out of Port Canaveral. So I know it's very short notice at this point, but if you would still like to go, you are more than welcome to join us. And there's a link in the show notes to the quote form.
Pretty exciting. We're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a nice,
is really
relaxing
exciting.
vacation. Quite a few people, more than I thought.
Yeah, we got a good group.
You know, so
It's gonna be
I'm
fun.
excited. I'm also working with the Dragon Master Foundation this year for Run Disney. I'm doing the Dopey Challenge this year for Walt Disney World Marathon. Pretty exciting, pretty tough. Really got to get back into the full swing of running and training because last month and a half has been rough between having an injury and then just being busy from.
Oh, that was a while ago at this point.
Then starting the business and trying to get things off the ground. It's been crazy. So
Just got to get up earlier. Get up at 3 a.m. instead of 4 a.m.
yeah, let me tell you, I'll get right on that one. But it was pretty cool. We just had like a little meet and greet with Amanda. She's the founder. She's the one who her son died tragically from pediatric brain cancer. And it was nice getting to chat with her and talk to her a little bit about kind of how she got started and the whole...
It's a very personal foundation. And,
Absolutely.
And everybody that's in it, it's kind of like a tight-knit community. Like
Absolutely.
Everybody actually really wants to fundraise for this cause. So, yeah, it was nice getting to meet people and meet Amanda and her family. And so, if you would like to donate, there is a link in the show notes.
What was that?
There's a link in the show notes.
Where's
Not the
it at?
description.
Oh, interesting.
But it's also on like our Facebook. We have a link to it on our Instagram, Twitter. I have links like everywhere for it. Everywhere.
All right. No news this week. We're going to be skipping the news, and we're going to get right into this week's breakdown because it is a little long and can be
it
somewhat
also
complex.
has news in it.
Oh, it has news
A
in it.
lot of these things are new things.
They are. I think some of these things...
Especially from Animal Kingdom.
we might get to experience next week.
So we didn't really...
This week.
Yeah,
This
this
Saturday.
week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we didn't really say this at the beginning, but this week's breakdown is about Christmas at Walt Disney World. So kind of wanted to talk about, what you can experience at Walt Disney World. And then at the end, we can let you know what we are looking forward to most. Because I don't know if Josh knows all of these things that you can do. Especially the ones at Animal Kingdom, which I put in here first. Because majority of these things happening at Animal Kingdom are new.
I don't know any of these things. I haven't read
Yeah.
any of this stuff.
So it's pretty exciting. Christmas at Walt Disney World, I know, is Josh's favorite time of year.
It's my favorite.
And it's probably my favorite time of year, too. But
I just wanted to tell you that Christmas at Walt Disney World is my favorite time of the year.
is it traditional? Is it very authentic?
It's far from authentic. You could say it's traditional.
That is an inside joke from our dining review at Takumi Te at the Japan Pavilion.
Shameless plug. You should go watch that one.
Yeah, in Epcot, literally the whole entire meal, Josh kept saying that his dish was authentic and it was traditional. And, we could not even handle him anymore. We're like, seriously, Josh, we get it.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Let's move in.
Let's move in.
Let's do it.
But yeah, Christmas is a great time at Walt Disney World. There is so much to do. There's even a lot to do outside of the parks and not just in the parks. But we're mostly going to be focusing on what you can do in the parks at Walt Disney World. And we can talk about at the end real quick, some of the things we like to do outside of the parks. That way, if
Just make that another episode.
if you are, oh, well, we'll be doing those things. A lot of these things we will be doing. So stay tuned for actual videos on our YouTube channel of us going and checking out these things because we love Christmas time.
Well, we could also do another podcast about it too.
We probably will. But Josh is always like, we do these same videos every year. I'm like, so?
I don't think we do them all.
It's fun.
There's some traditional ones that we do. But
oh, yeah. Our monorail crawl.
All right. Into this week's breakdown, Christmas at Walt Disney World. We're starting at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and there are a lot of new Christmas enhancements coming to the park.
And Josh knows nothing about any of these.
I don't know anything. So let's get into it anyways. Discovery Island. A whimsical winter celebration awaits you at Discovery Island.
Before Josh continues, if you don't know where Discovery Island is, when you walk into Animal Kingdom...
Are we really breaking it down that much?
Just so people know, because... people know where the other areas are, but people may not know what Discovery Island is, because that's thunder. The thunder's very loud.
Oh my gosh.
We haven't had a good storm in a while.
No, we haven't.
But Discovery Island is like where the Tree of Life is at, and where it branches off into all the other lands at Animal Kingdom. Just so you know where Discovery Island is.
We'll start it this way. So, Discovery Island, you walk into the park... You walk straight towards the Tree of Life. That area is Discovery Island.
That's basically what I just said.
I know, but I'm stating that for the next part.
Okay.
A whimsical winter celebration awaits you at Discovery Island. By day, look for life-size artisan sculpted animal puppets. What? Artisan sculpted animal puppets?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Including a merry... What is that word?
Menagerie.
Oh. Including a merry menagerie of reindeer, foxes, and polar bears. And at night, colorful rooftop luminaries and birds' lanterns light up the sky. At the center of it all, the Tree of Life awakens each night with wintry tales sure to delight.
That almost reminded me of the original Disney's Animal Kingdom commercial.
Oh,
Have you ever seen that?
I know, my voice is great.
You'll have to watch it.
You know what's really funny? I thought of, when it says polar bears right here, I immediately thought of Lost.
Oh my gosh, me too.
And polar bears running on an island.
I literally did.
Because...
Discovery Island.
Yeah, Discovery Island.
So Animal Kingdom is incorporating a lot more Christmas and holiday type things into the park because it normally doesn't.
It really doesn't. It usually just has like some garland.
Yeah.
I will say that one thing that's cool that I always really enjoy checking out is on the walk into Africa. They have a lot of decorations. They don't have a lot, but they have a few decorations that are recycled. Like they're made from recycled material. So they've taken old bike wheels and hubcaps and cans and glass bottles and things like that. And they've changed them and made them into something a little bit more unique. And it does look Christmassy like.
And they'll be doing that now. They're like this year.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll still be doing that as well.
The Tree of Life, I guess, is going to have like a new like Christmas show up on the Tree of Life when it awakens and has like its little like light
the show. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, watch a video on YouTube. I mean, we don't have like an uncut version because there's plenty of other people out there who have like an 8K super high definition video, so we don't really need to do that. But just get on and look at it. It is a very cool, very different type of thing that really makes you forget when you're watching, at least in person, that there's an actual like Tree of Life there, for as well as the projections are done on the tree.
My mind is now wandering, and I'm thinking like of Marquez Brownlee's, all of his 8K videos, and like what kind of storage you have to shoot everything in 8K. But anyway, Discovery Island's going to be cool with some new things in there. And then moving into Dinoland, USA, you can get in the holiday spirit when you party down amid festive decor at Donald's Dino Bash. Plus, you can pose for a photo with Donald and some of his favorite pals dressed in their holiday best. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping that it's like some new, unique holiday outfits for the characters. So I think that would be really cool.
Did you say where Dinoland was? If you go into Discovery Island and hang a right and then hang a right again.
We didn't have to say where everything was. I just wasn't sure if people knew what Discovery Island was.
I mean, it just might be easier if people don't know, but.
Yeah. I mean, Dinoland.
We're gonna go to the right.
There's a big sign
and
that
everything
says
is gonna
Dinoland.
be. Yeah, I mean everything's gonna be counterclockwise from this point on as we go around Animal Kingdom.
There's not really many signs that say Discovery Island, but the rest of the lands you pretty much can figure out where you're going. But yeah, I think that's gonna be really cool with the characters being dressed up in festive costumes, and I'm kind of glad they've kept Donald's Dino Bash around. Just because it gives you another reason to go into Dinoland to meet the characters. Then moving into Asia.
Taking the glowing flowers, lanterns, and more in Anandapur, where residents have decorated the theater district in celebration of Diwali, the festival of lights in India.
I'm interested to see what that is. When I read
the theater
that
district, I'm
description,
assuming, is the theater area, right?
probably.
That's the one thing I was trying to think of is like, what is that area of Asia? I'm assuming this is pretty much going to be located over by Expedition Everest.
Well, that is Asia.
Yeah, I know, but Asia still continues like out
Yeah.
towards the other side too. So whether or not all these decorations will be out through there or not, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
When we go on Saturday,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
When this video gets posted.
I can't believe we're going so soon.
I know. It's pretty
Christmas
crazy.
comes so quick in Disney World.
It does. It goes by so fast.
It kind of does.
Moving
But
on.
then it'll be back around next year.
Yay.
And then in Africa, in the village of Harambe, this is what Josh was kind of talking about earlier. You will be welcomed by a cheerful presentation that blends the inspiration and style of Western traditions with the colors and textiles of authentic African celebrations.
It's a little vague on exactly what is going to be there, but
It kind of is, but they're definitely trying to make sure you know there's going to be something Christmas themed in like every area, or holiday themed, I guess, because with, you know, these different cultures in different countries, they
yeah, of
might
course.
celebrate like a different way.
Of course.
And then
Absolutely.
Pandora, can you believe this? Something in Pandora is going to be themed.
I'm pretty excited for this. This
Yeah.
should be pretty cool. The X-Packs. Wait, what is that? X-Packs?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that's
Expats.
correct?
I double checked.
The expats living and working on this marvelous moon have brought a little Christmas time excitement to their alien home. At Pongu Pongu, discover a display of kitschy decor that combines vintage pieces from Earth with items handcrafted from materials. I really read that wrong. Discover a display of kitschy decor that combines vintage pieces from Earth with items handcrafted from materials indigenous to Pandora. I was reading it correct, but it sounded wrong in my head.
You were reading it correct. I'm like, what did you say wrong?
That'll be interesting. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, one thing about Animal Kingdom is that they've never overdone it on decorations, and I think that is because it's not really a celebration of people as much as it's more of a acknowledgement to conservation and animals and things like that. And obviously animals don't celebrate Christmas time or holidays for that fact of the matter. But it'll be pretty interesting to kind of see like what they've come up with as far as like what the indigenous people of Pandora have for materials to create decorations and kind of where they're going to be at. Because I assume that they're not going to just be plastered everywhere. I'm assuming it's probably still going to be somewhat subtle.
Well, it's talking about just at Pongu Pongu, which is the little like refreshment stand where you can get the lumpia or whatever.
Lampu Lampu?
No, Lapu Lapu is a drink at the Polynesian.
No, it's
lumpia.
a Lampu.
No, it's lumpia.
Lampia.
Lampia?
Limpia. Lamprey.
Okay.
Lamprey stew. Lamprey pie.
Lamprey? Anyway, it's a little like pineapple cheesecake type handheld thing that you can get. But that's where they're talking about where this stuff is going to be at. So it's not going to be all of Pandora. So I think it'll be interesting just to see like a little touch of the holidays in Pandora. Nice. But yeah, definitely Animal Kingdom stepping up their game finally with the holidays.
Well, they got to make up for that Yeti that never moves.
Well, like I said, it was like what, back in 2013?
Yeah, it's whatever.
They said that they will get it back up and running.
Moving on to Magic Kingdom.
This is where you're probably going to find the most Christmas stuff, I would say. Just because of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And when you think about Christmas, you mostly think about the Magic Kingdom anyway. So I'll tell you, that Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is coming back again this year. No surprise there. It will be on select nights from November 8th to December 22nd. So it's starting very, very soon. And it's a special ticketed event.
It'll actually be starting when this podcast goes live.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's a special ticketed event, so you can't just buy a ticket to Magic Kingdom that day and be like, oh, I'm going to the Christmas party tonight. You have to buy a ticket for that event. It's separate.
Yep.
But you don't have to have admission to both. You just need the ticket to the event. But when Mickey celebrates the season, Magic Kingdom
Partlet.
Magic Kingdom Park lights up with excitement for guests of all ages, which is very true. Cinderella Castle shimmers. Joyful music fills the air. Disney characters don their most festive attire, and favorite attractions take on a holiday theme, and enchanting surprises lie around almost every turn. We love Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Oh, I love...
It snows on Main Street.
I still say that the Halloween party is a better value.
Agreed.
But I just, for me, I love, especially if we can nail it on a cold night. Like if it's going to be chilly and cold.
It feels like Christmas.
That is what I love so much about this season. That's what I love so much about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Christmas in general at Magic Kingdom. It's just like, man, it's just so joyful. And relaxing.
It is. But we've got a new fireworks show this year. And it's Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks. And you can get in the Christmas spirit as your host, Minnie Mouse, invites you to take on a sparkling Yuletide fireworks display. Watch as the sky becomes a light with festival colors to the tune of some of your favorite Christmas carols like some of your favorite Christmas carols like Deck the Halls and We Wish You a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I'm 99% sure we're getting a new stage show too, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure
dear Lord, I hope so.
Somebody has probably posted about it already, but definitely before this probably gets posted on Friday, because it is right now Tuesday. They have basically blocked off, if you watch the Disney Parks blog live event for the lighting of the castle, they have, from where the normal edge of the castle stage would be, back to where they have it blocked off is probably...
It's almost to the curb.
25, 30 feet, maybe more than that. It is almost to the curb. And they've got all this blue stage that is not like a typical stage because it has all these bumps and curves and hills in it that you can't necessarily see. If they put up an actual wall, you wouldn't be able to see it. But since it's just bushes, you can see that back there. So yeah, I would agree. I'm assuming that is going to be part of some type of new stage show.
I hope so because we don't even watch the stage show at the Christmas party because it's so lame.
It's the worst. It's probably the worst stage show in my opinion. Ever.
As long as it is going to be a new show this year, which I'm 99% sure it is a new stage show this year, make sure you go check it out. But if it's the old one, don't bother.
That old stage show is just
oh my gosh, it's about emojis and they got these cell phones that they're flinging around in the air. It's awful.
It's not good. Please, Disney, I hope you're changing it.
But I'm excited to see the new Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks. I do like holiday wishes, but you know what? Times are changing. The Halloween fireworks changed. Now the Christmas fireworks are changing. So, but when I said in the description of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, some of our favorite attractions will take on a holiday theme, that is talking about the Jungle Cruise. And that is not only during the Christmas party, that is all the time.
It's the Jingle Cruise.
It is the Jingle Cruise. So I actually went the other day. It was 11:30 in the morning, and I went and rode it. So you don't have to just be going to the Very Merry Christmas Party. You can do the Jingle Cruise anytime you're at Magic Kingdom throughout the holiday season. So this is a seasonal storyline of the attraction, and the skippers have grown homesick for the holidays. So they've added holiday cheer to the Jungle Cruise queue and boathouse with decorations that they have been mailed from home. And plus, they've created a few themselves. The skippers have also added a slew of new jokes to their tours that are the perfect way to get guests in the holiday spirit. And if you've been on it, you will have noticed that they changed some of the names of the boats as well.
Yes, they have.
My favorite one is Mistletoe Millie.
I haven't seen them yet,
I
but
love that
I
one.
remember.
And
they
I
did
was
that last
on
year.
Noel Nelly or something the other day.
Noel Nelly.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Noel Nelly. They're like all Christmas themed boats now. But yeah, they try to keep the holidays in mind while you're riding this. And if you do listen carefully, you can hear some holiday themed radio broadcasts in the background.
That you can.
So the Jingle Cruise is funny. They had a couple like good holiday jokes on there.
I mean, you got to know what you're getting into. I think some people get on there and they're like, what the heck is
Yeah,
this?
don't get on the Jungle Cruise and get offended. I remember specifically one time our skipper was making comments to my mom, and my grandma was getting really offended. Me, Mom.
Oh,
Were you with us?
No.
Oh, me Mom was very offended. And she had been on the Jungle Cruise before, so I don't know. She just took
I'm
it
not
personal that
surprised.
time, but don't take it personal. It's all fun. It's all fun and games.
It's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt.
Yeah, well. And then also you can just take in the regular holiday decor at Magic Kingdom, and same with all the other parks. So no extra tickets or times that you have to do that. You can just go check out the holiday decor while you're in the park.
Which is pretty nice too. I
Yeah.
mean, they've got the tree.
Oh,
They've got
yeah, the
the
tree is
little toy
up.
soldiers and just some like garland and
The Mickey
neat little
like
stuff.
lanterns down
Yeah.
Main Street. They've got like poinsettias and the flower beds and just all kinds of nice stuff to make you feel like it's December.
like it's the holiday Christmassy season.
Yeah.
Even if you don't celebrate Christmas.
And
holiday
even if it's not cold,
season.
it feels like it.
One of the last things that you can check out while you're at Magic Kingdom is Elsa lights up the castle in ice. This is the Frozen Holiday Wish, which is actually, I mean, like a pretty good little stage show that they put on each night to light
It's
up
only
the
about
castle.
9 minutes long.
Yeah, it's not too bad. When we went over there and watched it tonight, surprisingly, there were people lining up at or not lining up, but there were people
Like staking out their spots.
at about 5 o'clock.
And it started at 6:15.
6:15. So, and it really started to fill up about a half hour before. So just if you have an idea of like a place that you would like to stand or want to see it from, make sure that you give yourself some time to do so.
Yeah. Now, if you don't mind just seeing it like in passing and then you're going to walk up to the castle in like
Yeah.
a little bit and go take pictures or whatever, then don't worry about where you're going to stand because you'll be able to see it no problem.
Yeah. But it's a nice little show. I really enjoy it. I think, on top of, I think it was the first, how long have they been doing the lights on the castle? Like since forever?
Oh, I mean, since I can remember.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I think that was one of the things that I really, really enjoyed the first time that I came, especially being that we came over like the Christmas season right after
We went to a
Thanksgiving.
very Merry Christmas party.
Yeah. And it was like, that was one of the coolest things to see.
We have a picture of us on our
On the wall.
wall in the living room. My Aunt
Yeah.
Tina took it.
It was one of the coolest things to see the castle all lit up like that with the lights draped across it. So it kind of like it looks like a nice castle almost. It's cool.
Speaking of, Florida can be rainy. I mentioned Aunt Tina and we're talking about the Christmas party, so I have to bring this up. Make sure you have the right size ponchos if it's going to be raining. Aunt Tina accidentally put on a kid-size poncho and it was hilarious.
It worked real well for her.
Well, somebody has a picture somewhere, but that was really funny. But we got her the adult size and then it was no problem. But it makes for a good story because we still talk about it,
Yeah,
obviously.
Absolutely. Moving on to Epcot. International Festival of the Holidays, ring in the holiday season with food, music, and traditions from across the globe. This is going to be running from November 29th through December 30th, which is, I guess it's not super late considering when Food and Wine is running to.
Yes,
but
so it starts much later than all of the other theme parks, like holiday stuff, and that's just because Food and Wine runs so long.
Discover a festival like no other featuring the joyous holiday traditions of our 11 World Showcase nations. Basically, they're kind of their Christmas story. It's not necessarily Christmas, but,
In the UK it is.
in the UK it is, but actually some of them, I think it's Japan and even maybe China is more of a celebration of the new year that's coming and not of Christmas.
Yeah.
There's also going to be 14 holiday kitchens this year. You can indulge in the flavors of the season with scrumptious bites, decadent desserts, and merry libations from countries around the world. I will say that this, it's funny because the last 2 years, Taylor has had to work on Thanksgiving, so I have always gone to Thanksgiving. I've always gone to Epcot. Usually I start at Magic Kingdom, but I usually go to Epcot by about lunchtime, a little bit later, once the booths open up, and I have my Thanksgiving dinner, which is only $5, which I'm sure will have increased this year due to...
You won't be able to do that.
Cost of living. Why?
Festival of the Holidays starts the day after Thanksgiving.
What the heck, man?
The 29th's a Friday.
Son of a gun. Thanks, Disney, for ruining my
What
traditions.
What are you going to do? Go eat in the American Adventure.
That's not the same. It's not the same. I used to be able to go into American Adventure, go back to the food booth, and I would get the... It was
like a Thanksgiving meal.
It was basically a Thanksgiving meal, but I don't remember exactly what it was called. But it was turkey, stuffing, gravy, cranberry sauce, green beans.
Soiled it.
You soiled it, Disney. Now I got to find some other type of new tradition to start so that in 2 years you can mess that one up too.
Aw. I'm
Why
sorry.
don't you just throw some good old cookies in there while you're at it?
Oh my gosh.
Candlelight Processional. Hear the stirring story of Christmas as told by a celebrity narrator and accompanied by a choir and 50-piece orchestra. Celebrities such as Neil Patrick Harris and Whoopi Goldberg will be appearing. We heard Jody Benson last year.
2 years ago.
Oh, wow. We didn't do that last year, huh?
No, we didn't do it last year.
Interesting. The way that we did it 2 years ago, though, was with dining packages. Those are still available again this year. Mm-hmm. And basically what that does is if you've ever done one for anything else, like you can do this in Hollywood Studios for Fantasmic, it just guarantees you a seat. It's not necessarily like a great seat, but it's a guaranteed seat. And it's not a
reserved seat, but
right.
You will get a seat for the show.
And not even in like a specific section? Was it the center or was it everything?
If you're looking at this stage, it's mostly on like the left side.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Because that's where you go in. Because you can either do, I think you can do breakfast. I'm not 100% sure, but you can definitely do lunch and dinner. So we did like a 2 p.m. lunch at
Garden Grill,
the rotating restaurant in the land. And then we actually went over and got in line like an hour before. Mm-hmm. And we were literally the first people in line.
Well, it's just us. It's what we do.
But
we like to wait in lines. There
were people like standing over there. And we asked the cast members, we were like, where's line going to be? And we went and got in those line, and then all those people filled in right behind us. So they were waiting there too. They just weren't in an actual line. So we had first picks of our guaranteed seating. Now, there were people that got there 10 minutes before the show started for guaranteed seating with a dining package, and they still got in no problem.
Yeah.
They just had seats closer to the back.
Yep.
That's all.
So just something to keep in mind. If you don't do that, this is basically like the Garden Rock concerts or whatever we call the concerts right now for Food and Wine Festival, where
Eat to the beat,
where you do have to get in line if you're doing standby pretty early.
Yeah. Candlelight Processional, same way.
Maybe an hour or two, depending on the narrator. We just had some friends who went to go see Boys to Men, and they waited like an hour and a half to 2 hours to make sure that they got good seats to see the show. So keep that in mind. These, depending on the narrator, Neil Patrick Harris, Whoopi Goldberg, is she coming back? Neil Patrick is coming back, right? They're all coming back. Jody, I'm sure Jody Benson.
She's not.
Wow, I'm shocked. Maybe she's upset with the whole live-action Little Mermaid thing. I don't know.
What? No, she's like part of it.
Oh, is she really?
She's part of something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, good for her.
She's always part of Little Mermaid stuff.
I'm surprised, though, that she's not going to be back. But anyways, Candlelight Processional, it's a good little show. I mean, even if you're not like really into like the traditional like Christmas story and all that stuff, it's still it's a nice little show to just hang out, relax.
It's kind of emotional, like listening to them, the way they tell it is.
Jody Benson got very emotional.
Oh, I was tearing up.
I wasn't, but
Well, you don't do that.
I know.
You know.
Moving on, Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, we are moving to Hollywood Studios. Oh, before we do that, though, guess what? No holiday tag at the end of Illuminations because there is no Illuminations. So I bet people will be a little sad about that. Maybe they'll throw it on the end of Epcot Forever, but probably not. So Hollywood Studios now. And there is a nighttime fireworks show. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
Bam!
Oh my.
Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam!
Everybody probably just turned this off because you screamed in their ears. But each night from November 8th until January 5th, 2020. This one's like longer than the Christmas party. You can experience the joy, excitement, and music of the season as Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam raises holiday spirit to awe-inspiring new heights. Watch and wonder as buildings and rooftops come to life and be immersed in beloved scenes from Mickey's Christmas Carol. Oh, I love Mickey's Christmas Carol. Beauty and the Beast, Pluto's Christmas Tree, and Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Wait. Isn't Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam the one with like the little elf guys? What movie are they from?
Oh, they're from. They're not. I don't think they have a movie. They're like.
Yeah, they do.
No, they're like it's more of a short film.
Yeah.
Than it is really like a movie.
I don't remember what they're from.
But they're like little secret agents. They're like elf secret agents.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. And I love Mickey's Christmas Carol.
On top of that, they also have the Sunset Seasons Greetings. This was new 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago, I think. Where they started doing projections across Sunset Boulevard and down on the Tower of Terror. Which, again, is very similar to what they have been doing on the Tree of Life. But it's very cool. I really enjoyed this area. I enjoyed this section. There's a few different shows, right? I think they did like maybe 3 or 4. And get swept up in the Yuletide adventures from November 8th through January 5th of 2020 as Hollywood Tower Hotel comes to holly jolly life with colorful projections boasting new laser effects and projected falling snow. This exuberant celebration also includes stories, songs, and holiday cheer brought to you by Disney pals like Mickey, Minnie, and Olaf. So pretty much the same as Landing. Oh, yeah. Disney Prep and Landing. That's
Prep and Landing. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to look that up.
Did you ever watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Like once. But I've seen it.
Sure you have.
Have you?
Yes, I have, actually.
Sure you have.
I have. Mm-hmm. I told you, they're like little secret agents. They have to like run around and
I know. I've seen it.
Sure you have.
I have seen it. Mm-hmm.
Sunset Season Greetings.
That's actually where we met Nate for the first time.
Oh, yeah, we did. I'm like, there's that guy that yells all the time.
You did say that.
Because if you guys haven't gone back and watched some of Nate's
old
really old
videos.
Stuff, he would do this thing where he would just like yell at the top of his lungs. And I'm like,
yeah, he settled down a little bit.
Who the heck is this guy?
Yeah.
But
he was still wearing the black hat back then too.
Yeah, I think he was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was.
Yep, he was.
Old times.
That's so funny. And then we talked about, we should hang out sometime.
Yeah, and then we did. We did the bar crawl.
Mm-hmm. That was our first hangout.
That was a while after that. But
yeah, it was. But yeah, I like Sunset Season Greetings. I really like the projections on the castle, on the Tower of Terror, because they're unique. They're not just projections of a movie thrown up on there. Mm-hmm. Like they actually like made something new and unique using like their characters and concepts from the movies and put them on the Tower of Terror. I love that. And it snows, right?
I think they do the Snope out there as well.
Snope. I love Snope.
I mean, it does say projected falling snow.
Let it snow.
So we'll see.
Let it snow.
I think this is new this year. Holidays in Toy Story Land. Decorations
no,
such as
they had
giant
that
cookies.
Last year.
They had it last year. Decorations such as giant cookies and ornaments themed to the land. You know what that just reminded me of? I need to go back. What the heck is that?
You got this Christmas alien popcorn bucket, and then we went into Toy Story Land and took pictures of you next to the the alien giant Christmas balls.
Wow,
the Christmas ornaments.
I feel like that was just yesterday. Now that I think about it,
you know what I'm talking about, though. And then
Yeah, I
they have
remember.
the giant ham cookie. It's like a sugar cookie.
Yes. Speaking of cookies, I need to go back and try I want the Jack Joe cookie again.
I never got to try
Is
it.
it still there?
I don't know.
Well, we got to go get it. We got to go check it out. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while, folks. Been a while.
It has.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Disney Springs.
There's always something to do at Disney Springs.
Always something. Free parking. Doesn't cost you anything to get in. You can go hang out. You can be
Definitely worth checking out.
part of the massive crowd that goes through the Christmas tree trail.
Yeah,
And I
if
can
you-
never get a good shot of anything because there's just so many people in there.
Even if you go like when it first opens.
So many people. It is. I mean, it's crazy.
We try.
There are so many people there.
But yeah, the Christmas tree trail opens November 8th and it runs through January 5th. And you can discover 23 holiday trees, each inspired by a Disney character or Disney theme.
How many were there last year?
I don't remember. There were quite a few.
Or quite a few.
There
I
were more
remember that.
last year than the year
Than
before
the year
that.
before, yeah. I think the first year was like a little test to see how people would like it.
Yeah. Oh, and people love it.
You know what I wish they
That's
would
awesome.
bring back? Those drones. That was really cool.
Ooh, the drone show.
The drones
Yeah, that
were
was cool.
I'm surprised that they haven't worked that out with IBM or whoever the heck it was
Mm-hmm.
that had those.
Yeah, but definitely check out the Christmas tree trail. It's a good time. It Snopes in there too.
Yes, it does.
It's Snopes. And they have like a little gift shop. Sometimes they sell the popcorn buckets in there that you can buy at Magic Kingdom.
And if
Because
you
they
also,
had those Pluto ones.
if you
remember?
also, oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna get one and then I
And you
never got
didn't.
one.
But then I got you one. You have one.
What?
I bought you a Pluto popcorn bucket
Where
last
is it?
year.
Where's it at?
Probably in with the Christmas decorations.
Son
It
of a
sat on
gun.
our shelf.
Oh wait, yeah, it did. Now I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Son
Speaking
of
of
a
which,
gun.
if you do vlog and you're going in there to vlog the Christmas tree trail, just be aware that you may get hit with copyright information because they blast Mariah Carey.
All I want for
Yeah,
Christmas.
they basically just like it's that song, and then they will play another song, and then they just play Mariah Carey again, and so because I think the one year, the first year that we actually went and like put videos out. I mean, like, listen, folks, this is going way back. Not good videos, but there was a Christmas tree trail one, and I think you could hear that music in the background, and it got nailed for that.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask why we cut our videos and don't like just let the music play and stuff. First off, that's not our style of videos. And second off, we don't want to have to worry about copyright stuff. So we just make it easier on ourselves. And then plus we like to edit the videos and make them look cool to the eye instead of just a video of us shooting what we're doing.
And like I said earlier, normally 9 times out of 10, somebody else out there with like a 8K camera has already shot that and has uploaded it, and it's a little bit probably better to watch. If you want to watch it in full that way, then so
There are channels out there that specifically do those
like
things.
that's all they do. That's all
So,
they do.
That's
More
what
power to
they're
'em.
there for. That's not our style.
Moving on to Stitch's holiday gift hunt.
We have both done this. And
But you know what? I didn't have to do it twice.
I was actually going to bring that up.
Which is really funny.
So we had our first camera. This was one of our first videos that
This
I
is like
did
the
by
first
myself.
year.
It was. Yeah, it was in January 2017.
Yeah.
Because we started in December. I did Stitch's holiday gift hunt, and I did like half of it. And the mic wasn't on because our mic you had to turn on and off every time you wanted to use it, or
Oh,
leave
yeah,
it
the real old
on
one.
and just risk the battery dying in it. So
They
now
used the old 9-volters.
it was awful. Yeah, so I had to like reshoot the half the video. But anyway, what this holiday gift hunt is, you can kickstart your alien adventure by picking up a pocket-sized holiday gift hunt booklet containing a map, clues, and stickers at any of the participating locations. Then you can let the detective work commence at each of the 12 sticker stops. Your job is to visit each gift hunt site, spot the hidden Stitch holding up one of his presents, and then match the correct gift sticker to its corresponding location on the map. However, be forewarned, Experiment 626 is one tinsel-totting trickster. I like that. And once you've successfully filled out your booklet, head to a redemption center to collect your festive surprise, which I think is a button.
I believe it is.
I have one somewhere.
It's probably right there.
Yeah, that's right over there.
You can't see it, but it's all right.
But I love buttons, and that's why I did it. And it was actually kind of fun. So, if you want to do some shopping and you have your kids with you, it's a good way to keep them a little bit occupied while you go in the stores.
Or if you're an adult and you don't have kids and you want to do it anyways, you can do it. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything.
No, you just ask for a booklet.
Free of charge.
Yep.
I think there are a few redemption areas, but I think I remember...
It tells you in the booklet where you can get it.
Yeah. So...
You can also meet Santa Claus. Let me tell you, this wait for Santa Claus can get up to 2, 3, 4 hours long.
Yeah,
However, they have changed how the queue is for Santa Claus. It's like a virtual queue, which is very nice now. So from November 8th and through December 24th, Santa and his helpers will be mixing, mingling, jangling, and jingling with guests of all ages, naughty or nice. Just head over to their charming Christmas Tree Trail Chalet at the Disney Springs Marketplace. So it is at the Christmas Tree Trail. And basically what you can do is, I'm not sure if you can actually even stand there and wait. But you check in and they give you, I can't remember if they give you a return time or if they just message you.
I think 2 years ago they were doing return times, and I think now it is completely... like digital, like they'll just text you
when it's your turn, and they're basically like, hang out here in the tree trail, walk around, don't go too far away, because once it's your return time, like you have to be back there immediately. But it saves you from actually having to stand there in a physical queue for hours.
It is it is a little bit on the rough side, especially if it's a long wait. If you've arrived on one side of Disney Springs and then you have to walk all the way to the other side to meet Santa Claus, and then you have to get into the queue
and stand there.
Even so, it is. I think it would be better if it was maybe in like a more centralized location than where it is right now, because it is on one side of Disney Springs.
But if you want to meet Santa Claus,
but it is
go
nice.
there first.
Yes, get set up,
get in line. In the virtual line, and then you'll be all set.
And then you'll be good. Mm-hmm. So, we've never done it, but...
We actually probably should.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Sorry about it. So, I guess I could have mentioned this with each park, but there are actually some dessert parties that you can do as well in the parks that are for Christmas. There is the Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam dessert party at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and you have special firework viewing for that. So, it's like a Christmas-themed dessert party for the special fireworks, and that is you'd have to check dates and times on that. I'm not sure if it's every night. You don't need any special like event admission, but you just have to pay extra for the dessert party. And then there's also a holiday fireworks dessert party at the Tomorrowland Terrace at Disney's Magic Kingdom, and that is during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, so you do have to have the special event ticket to attend this dessert party, plus the additional fee of the dessert party.
We did this 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh, that made me
10 years
sick.
ago. Yeah.
I just got
pretty crazy.
nauseous.
The desserts were pretty good. I mean, it was 10 years ago. I can't really say much about it now. We should probably try to do it again.
Yeah. I would actually be curious to know how different it is now from 10 years ago, because my cousin Mikey has tree nut allergies, and we basically went to that dessert party and he ate nothing. Yeah. Like, he just went and he had good firework viewing. Like,
that was it.
He didn't really get to eat any snacks because there was like cross-contamination and it's like buffet style. So I'm interested to see with like all the allergy-friendly stuff that they do now, if they do something special at dessert parties like that, instead of you basically just wasting your money for a special fireworks seat.
Yep.
But anyway, and then this is listed as a dessert party, but there's the Frozen Ever After dessert party at Epcot for Epcot Forever. This isn't really a holiday dessert party. You could kind of consider it that just because it's Frozen themed, but you can do this pretty much year round at Epcot.
Yep.
So I briefly just want to mention that at the resorts, at most of the Disney resorts, there are Christmas decorations. Actually, at all of them, there are Christmas decorations. And then at some of them, they have special displays. Like the Epcot resorts, like the Boardwalk, Beach Club, and Yacht Club all have gingerbread displays or like a
Yeah, I think we should just do another podcast when we just talk about just
Yeah, we will.
doing stuff at the resorts.
The monorail resorts all have some special decorations too. So you can always go and check out the resorts. Like Josh said, we'll talk about those more in detail later, and we'll definitely be going there and doing like actual videos of the resorts because we love to do that. It's like,
I mean, we could do it. We could even do it next week, so it's kind of in in cohesion with this one. So.
Are they even going to be decorated next week?
Oh, well, I guess we should probably wait then. We'll have to wait till about December.
So the only one that has actual stuff up so far
Contemporary
is the Contemporary, and it only has its gingerbread display up. Grand Floridian is working on their gingerbread house right now. It's not fully done yet.
I think it's usually about...
And I haven't seen any trees up yet. December 12th is our anniversary, right?
What?
Or is it the 16th?
No, our anniversary's...
Not our anniversary.
May 23rd.
The WDW Couple's anniversary on YouTube.
Oh, it's something like that.
Tila's got to look it up here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do something like that. I think most of the decorations don't go up to about the second or third week in November anyways, so maybe we'll just go to a bi-weekly podcast. I don't know.
What? Why are you always making stuff up? December 12th, 2006...
2016.
Okay, so the WDW Couple actually was founded in 2015, I believe, before we moved to Florida. But our YouTube channel was officially, our vlog was like started on December 12th, 2016. So this will be our 3rd anniversary?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
It's pretty crazy.
It feels like we've been doing this forever.
Yep. And I think there's only a few videos that we actually really do on a yearly basis. And that's
one of them.
And this will actually make it a traditional thing because it'll be the 3rd year that we do it. And that's just being able to go and monorail hop around
No, this will be our 4th time we've done it. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019.
Oh, yeah. So it is a traditional thing that we do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like to post it on December 12th. So we got to get it done by December 12th.
I feel like we didn't get it done on December 12th last year. Something came up or something.
I'll have to check, but we're going to post it on December 12th this year.
Alrighty.
So what are you looking forward to most this year?
Well, I think I'm looking forward to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
What about it? Why?
I'm excited just to be there. Hopefully it'll be somewhat chilly in the evening.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hopefully it doesn't rain. I mean, about this time of the year, it doesn't normally rain like it did tonight, as bad as it was. And then just kind of like hanging out on Main Street. I told Taylor, so we left a little bit earlier today, and she's like, I really want to get pictures of the castle and on Main Street.
And Josh promised.
I said, listen,
he said, I'll make you a promise.
Look, I can tell people here, okay?
Yeah, but you weren't going to throw the promise part in there.
I said next week, so we've got our convention going on next week with Gold Gal Getaways. So I'm taking a few days kind of off, but still going to be working from home and still actually working all around. There's actually no actual time off, but
we never have time off.
Friday we're going to be doing a ship inspection down in Port Canaveral. That's not till later in the morning. So I said, hey, you know what? Thursday night we're going to be at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. We can stay up and like try to close out the park. Actually, I think I promised that we would close out the park.
He
so
did.
I guess that's what we'll be doing at like 2:00 in the morning. You know, but that is a nice time though, because you've got all those Christmas decorations that are up. There's almost nobody on Main Street. You can get some really nice photos. I don't know if they're still pumping out the snow, but it still is really nice to see. And I think that that's something that I really enjoy, is just, you know, kind of having that moment. And I would like to, if we can, do one more party closer to like
the end
in December, so that it is hopefully we do get a cold one. I mean, I hate the cold, don't get me wrong, but
just for the Christmas party.
That's what
Agreed.
I want cold for. And what are you looking forward to?
Oh no. One of my favorite things is doing the resort hopping. I love doing like the Magic Kingdom resorts, and I love finishing at Wilderness Lodge, because Wilderness Lodge just makes it feel like Christmas to me. I mean, the other ones do too. I love seeing the Christmas trees and everything else, but I love going to Wilderness Lodge and feeling like I'm walking into a log cabin at Christmas time. That's like one of my favorite things. But I'm also looking forward to hopefully doing more at Festival of the Holidays, because this is always a festival that I only get to go to once if I'm lucky. Because last year I didn't even get to go. I didn't go once last year. I literally didn't.
That sucks, bro.
I know. I didn't get to experience anything at Festival of the Holidays last year.
You gotta make time.
Was the year before? Maybe we went into the UK. Maybe it was last year. I really don't know. But I know I didn't get to try any food. No, it wasn't last year, because last year you did the cookie trail, and that was like our only Festival of the Holidays video. You did like one other one
and
for
what
lunch
a video
or
it was.
Yeah, let me tell you. But yeah, I went to experience Festival of the Holidays actually, like for real. So maybe here's what I gotta do. We have a calendar, and if I put something in the calendar, we do it. So if I put it in the calendar and it's like, oh, we got to go to Festival of the Holidays that day, okay, that's what we're doing.
The
problem I do have it in our calendar for November 30th.
This is why we don't have many videos from that, and this is why. It's because with the time change, it gets dark so early.
Yeah, you're right.
That it's hard to now shoot video in a lot of the countries for what they're doing, because it's just so dark to shoot in there. I mean, like, and we've got a good camera, and it shoots pretty well in the dark.
And we normally try to go over on weeknights.
Yeah, and so it is pretty dark. I think the cookie trail was during the day, which means I did it on the weekend.
I was probably working.
Saturday or Sunday, and you were probably working, and that's why. So
I do have put in our calendar that we're going to go to Festival of the Holidays the day after it starts, because it's a Saturday, and I'm off work. So we will have a Saturday to do it.
Alrighty.
Which will be good, because I'll actually get to, experience it a little bit. I was looking for pictures of the Festival of the Holidays on my phone so I could post something on Instagram like the week before. And I'm like, oh, I don't have any.
Nothing.
So I found some that Josh had.
Yeah.
That was like 3 photos.
Didn't even know I had any.
Yeah, because you don't ever take them.
That's because I shoot video.
Taylor takes the pictures.
Except for those ones I took at Halloween Horror Nights.
Wow, one time.
Those were good ones, though.
As you would say.
I'm going to get that one.
Big
I think I'm going to print that one out and frame it. That random girl that...
Where are you going to frame that?
I don't know. But it was a nice photo. It was pretty cool.
He's probably going to put it like at the foot of our bed, and it'll be like this one time we went to Celebration and stayed in the hotel. I think it's like the Bohemian Hotel or something.
What?
And there was this weird picture at the foot of the bed, and I had to make my stepdad Darren throw a towel over it because I couldn't sleep.
That's hilarious.
It'll be like that.
For sure. All right. Well, I think that's about it for this week.
I think it is too.
I think we ran through this stuff a little quickly, but
we kind of just wanted to give you like an overview of what you can experience at Walt Disney World this year.
Yeah, another thing we didn't really mention at Epcot. Well, we did kind of mention it, but you're not going to see any Christmas decorations going up at Epcot until Food and Wine has ended.
Yeah.
So that is something to keep in mind, especially because of all the construction that's been going on and where they have moved everything with all the food and wine displays back in the actual promenade area. I guess that's what they're calling it, right? Because that's normally where the tree is at. You're not going to see that stuff probably until Food and Wine has ended.
Yeah.
And it is kind of like that segue into Festival of Holidays, so that makes sense.
We had a lot of people like, oh, yeah, the tree's going to be going up here at Epcot soon. And we're like, oh, no, it doesn't go up until Food and Wine stuff comes down. They're like, oh, really? And
it actually goes down really quickly after Christmas, like after the New Year. I mean, it's down. So
yeah, at Epcot it is. Well,
actually, I think they take it down before New Year's Eve.
Yeah, because of the fireworks.
And for the celebration. So something else, I mean...
The tree is not up long at Epcot.
Yeah. Christmas over at Magic Kingdom does last till usually about
January.
After
Marathon weekend. Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool. I'm excited to talk about... We're not going to talk about that, right? Because none of the decorations will be up around this horse.
No, but you can still look forward to it because we will still talk about it.
We will. I don't know what we're going to talk about next week. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we always do.
So, very cool. Well, man, if you guys have made it all the way to the end, thank you guys very much. If you guys have any suggestions on what you would like us to talk about or what you would like to hear,
or whatever,
please send an email to the WDW Couple1 at gmail.com and let us know. We'll see if we can do that. I don't know. Maybe we can accommodate that. Maybe we can't. I don't know. It depends on what it is.
We're literally the WDW Couple on everything except for our email. And
Yeah,
it
that's a rough one,
annoys
huh?
the crap out of me.
That's a rough one.
Somebody else just had to have that email, so now we have a 1 at the end, which is fine.
Yeah, it is what it is. No big deal. Cool. Well, thank you everybody for watching. If you have been watching and if you have been listening, I hope that your car ride has been uneventful and safe.
And that's the weekly breakdown.